Welcome to Transition Talk with OFA. I'm Julia, and I'm here to explain all things transition to organic. Today, we'll be talking about the certification process. The same 5 steps to organic certification apply to every organic producer every year. The first step is the organic system plan and payment. This has to be completed normally in the wintertime by March 15th is the early bird deadline for OFA. And you'll want to get that turned in with your payment, especially in your first year of organic certification, because the timing is really important that year. Second step is the pre-inspection review. So one of our certification staff will take a really good look at the paperwork, and if they have any questions, they'll be in touch with you, either via email or over the phone to clarify whatever the questions might be. They might send you a letter and ask you to fill a few more pages out more clearly. If you'd like to avoid that, you could get in touch with me ahead of time and we could go over it before you even turn it in. The third step of the organic certification process is the on-site inspection. So you would receive a call or an email from whoever has been assigned as your organic inspector. That person will set up a time with you to come out to the farm and go over all of your paperwork and do a field walk, check out all your buffers, check out all your storage areas, and see your crops while they're growing. So the inspection normally takes place during the growing season. Step 4 is the post-inspection review. So the inspector produces a report, sends it back to the certification office. It's reviewed by another certification specialist, along with any information or updates that might have taken place at the time of inspection. And that person makes what happens in step 5, which is a certification decision or recommendation, which is then reviewed by a senior staff member. And ultimately, if everything is in order, a certificate is issued. At OFA, we really view this process as a partnership. So farmers, inspectors, and the certification staff are the 3 main partners in this relationship. If all of those folks do everything they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it, maintain good communication with one another, do things in a timely fashion, essentially do their jobs, then everything should go pretty smoothly. Other folks that participate in that certification process are educators like myself, buyers of your crops or products, input dealers who might be recommending what you might need to improve a soil issue on your farm or to address a particular challenge that you're having, say with pest management or disease management. And then agency staff, folks like FSA workers or Farm Service Agency workers, or the folks at the Natural Resource Conservation Service, for example, at NRCS, who might also have input or ideas, or sometimes even funding to help you achieve your goals. If all of those folks are also on the same page, have a good understanding of the organic standards and the organic system, we're going to be in good shape. If folks need help, it's always okay to connect them with those of us at OFA who can help them understand the organic systems and timelines a little bit better. The certification year is very much like the calendar year and very much like you would do in any form of production. In the wintertime, you're going to do your planning, purchase your seeds, purchase your inputs. Come February would be when you'd want to get that organic system plan in order, work on your maps, work on that paperwork that OFA would send out usually around the 3rd week of January. You'd want to have that done and turned in by March 15th because that is the early bird deadline. It saves you a little bit of money in terms of certification service fees, and it gives everybody an opportunity to get things done in a timely fashion. Then during that growing season is when you would anticipate your organic inspection. And then somewhere around your coming out of transition date would be when your organic certificate would be issued. The timing of that is really important that first year because you wouldn't do any selling of any kind of organic product until you had the certificate in hand with that product listed on it. After that first year, fields that are already in organic production, already certified in the former year as organic, and if you've grown that crop previously, you don't have to worry as much about that timing. But if you have new land or a new crop, you want to make sure that that timing of both inspection prior to harvest and then certification prior to sale are met. So in summary, we've got the same 5-step process each year. The certification service payment also occurs each year. It's an annual payment for that service of certification. You're going to want to make sure in that first year especially, or if you're working with new land, that you get your harvest after you're inspected. So leave the crop on the ground until inspection has taken place. And if you're getting close to harvest and you haven't been inspected, please get in touch with us. You'd also want to make sure you don't sell anything as certified organic until you have your certificate with that crop or product listed on it. Last reminder is that organic certificate is valid until you get your next one. Sometimes buyers are confused about this, but the rule is very clear. That organic certificate is valid until your next one is issued. That's all I've got today for the organic certification process with Transition Talk. Join another video to learn some more about transitioning to organic.